Greetings, folks, and welcome back. Rush Limbaugh, the Excellence in Broadcasting Network, the Limbaugh Institute for Advanced Conservative Studies. Happy to have you here. Our telephone number, if you want to be on the program, 800-282-2882. The email address, lrushbo@eibnet.com. By the way, a little programming note. Ladies and gentlemen, as some of you probably are aware, every August I have a traditional week, 10 days away for a golf trip to Hawaii. However, not so this year. I have canceled that golf trip because of the importance of the busy broadcasts that are necessary from now through Election Day. I'm going to be away. I got some things I have to do tomorrow through Monday. I'll be back next Tuesday. But this is it for me this week. So we've got Mark Belling on Wednesday and Thursday, Doug Urbanski on Friday and Monday. We're going to get back here next Tuesday, and barring anything unforeseen, that's it straight through the election. Cancel a golf trip. No football games, this kind of stuff. At least none of it. I don't think so. I don't have any football games on the schedule as of now. Let's look at that. Might be tough to pull off. I mean, they happen on weekends. It's not a big deal. But as of now, none of them are on the schedule. So just want to let you know that this is it for me this week. I've got some things to do here in lieu of the golf trip. Still some things that I did during those 10 days I got to take care of, but then we'll be back here next Tuesday. How many times have we heard Obama lately take great credit for saving General Motors and restoring it to number one? We've heard that. And we heard him say he wants to do that for every business. Well, what is that? You realize this guy, Barack Obama, ended up giving the United Auto Workers more money than we spend on foreign aid. For all of you who are diametrically opposed to the foreign aid budget, it always comes up during budget discussions, saving money, wasting money, the deficit. Oh, we ought to cut out the foreign aid budget, Rush, and some of the other stuff that's just waste of money. The United Auto Workers got almost twice the amount of money that we spend on foreign aid. The United Auto Workers receive more in a government transfer of money than the State Department budget. The United Auto Workers. And even with all of that, General Motors is not solvent. Treasury Department says in a new report that the government expects to lose more than $25 billion on the $85 billion auto bailout. That's 15% higher than the previous forecast. In a monthly report sent to Congress last Friday, the regime boosted its forecast of expected losses by more than $3.3 billion. And the report may still underestimate the losses. The report covers predicted losses through May 31st, when General Motors' stock price was $22 a share. Now, if you come over here to the Heritage Foundation and their blog, The Morning Bell, taxpayers will lose even more on the auto bailout than previously thought, as the Treasury has just revised its estimate upward to $25 billion. And again, this may underestimate the losses to come. And yet Obama's out there touting the auto bailout as one of the key achievements of his regime. Now, the Politico recently obtained a draft of planning documents for the Democrat National Convention, and they found a repeated focus on the auto bailout. Apparently, at the Democrat convention, Obama and the regime are going to really make a big deal out of this. It's a big success story. The draft report that the Politico got hold of described the objectives of the convention thus: tell the story of the president's accomplishments, the auto rescue, manufacturing, ending the wall, healthcare, energy, as central to his fight for the middle class and America's long-term economic strength. Now, as the losses continue to grow at General Motors, there is no recovery. This is all bogus. Heritage Foundation asks, will the president acknowledge that the only people that were truly rescued were the unions? More than $26 billion went out the door and into the pockets of the United Auto Workers. That is bigger than the budget of the entire State Department. It's bigger than all U.S. foreign aid spending. It is 50% more than NASA's budget. And the UAW isn't going to be exploring Mars or the moon anytime soon. These are staggering figures. A union was given an automobile company and $26 billion. I hope they do. I hope Obama, the Democrats, make a big deal out of this at the convention. I hope they cite this as a success story. This is an example of how Obama protects the middle class and economic growth. The automobile rescue, manufacturing, ending the war, and, of course, health care. Oh, gosh, I hope they bring all that up. I really do. Then this story, folks, this is... Well, you tell me. From the Associated Press, Penn State University has been put on notice by an accrediting organization that says the university's status is in jeopardy based on recent developments in the Jerry Sandusky child sex abuse scandal. The Middle States Commission on Higher Education, which accredits universities in the Mid-Atlantic region, cited information in the Screwell's internal investigation led by Louis Freeh and the severe penalties imposed with the NCAA. In an August 8th notice, the commission said that Penn State remains accredited while on warning, but it wants a monitoring report submitted by the end of next month detailing steps taken to ensure full compliance with government requirements, that the university's mission is being carried out, that the commission will be fully informed, and that Penn State is complying with standards on leadership and governance as well as integrity. We're talking about their accreditation as a university, academic accreditation. If they lose that, they may as well close down. There's no reason to be in business. A degree from Penn State would be meaningless. It would be worthless. Losing your academic accreditation, that is the worst thing that could ever happen to a college. Now, why would they lose their academic accreditation? Are we supposed to believe that a sex scandal, a coaching staff of the football team means that they don't have the academic standards to teach college students? What? What are you nodding at? Yes, it's totally ridiculous. I'm a little shocked by this. I mean, I'm a little shocked about it in a lot of ways. I better be careful here. I better be real careful. I didn't. Well, but it is. But it happened in the football program, and they've already stripped that bare for all intents and purposes. Sandusky, even if he'll never get out of jail. Even if he gets out of jail, so but I mean, this is real piling on. There's some people out there who really want everybody to understand they disapprove of this. They want a lot of people understand this is an incredible amount of piling on. Now, also in the story here, the accreditation board is questioning Penn State's financial security. Well, nothing will threaten their financial stability, like threatening to take away their accreditation. Yeah, it's looking like piling on, but there's something else here. This looks like some people are out to destroy this university. But look, I know what Sandusky did was reprehensible. But it's by no means the first time anything like this has ever happened anywhere, and the reaction to this incident is way out of proportion to the way it's been reacted to in other instances where adult child sexual molestation's taken place. Something's going on here. I mean, this is a huge threat. To threaten to take away their credit, that effectively shuts down the entire school. Oh, and on a related subject, a companion story. Dozens of people demonstrated outside the law courts in the Lebanese capital on Saturday, capital of Lebanon, for those of you in Rio. You know what that is, Snerdley? Capital of Lebanon? No, that's Syria. Tripoli is Libya. Yeah, it would be Beirut. At any rate, I was going to say Louisville, but because that's my answer to all. Anyway, dozens of people demonstrated outside the law courts on Saturday to protest the use of ladies. If you listening to this program with your child, or if you become nervous at the discussion of certain uses of the female anatomy, then I'm going to count to 5. I'm going to give you a chance to turn off the radio here, because we don't like shocking people. That's not what we do here. We don't just blurt things out for the express purpose of creating outrage so people will talk about it. We really don't want to offend you. If you're made uncomfortable by the discussion of certain uses of the human anatomy, by the time I get to 1, if you haven't tuned out and you still hear it, then it's on you. If you call and complain, nobody's going to have any sympathy for you because you've been warned. Okay, ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, if you're still here, it's on you. Dozens of people demonstrated outside the courts in the Lebanese capital Saturday to protest the use of anal tests on men suspected of homosexuality. You see, that is a criminal offense in Lebanon and in every Arab country. Homosexuality is a criminal offense. The rally on Saturday followed a July 28th police raid on a gay venue in a working-class district of Beirut, when 36 men were taken into custody and forced to undergo the anal examinations to determine their sexual orientation. Lebanon-based Khalam, it sounds like when you clear your throat, Khalam, considered the Arab world's leading lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender rights group, called for the rally under the slogan, "Stand up against the tests of shame, vaginal or anal." And it also voiced solidarity with women subjected to so-called virginity tests. They said, "We are here because we want a clear statement from the Ministry of Justice that these kinds of tests should be completely abolished and punished by the law," said one of the participants. I read a story like this. In Lebanon, people suspected of homosexuality have to undergo anal tests. And I think about, in this country, the problem's Chick-fil-A. America.